I had a lot of high hopes and expectations for the Ravens last year. I think I had them winning 11 in a row to start the like I could have saw the Bills, the Ravens. Who else did I have? I think I had the Buccaneers up there too, where it's like, yes, there could be a slate in this regular season where they could win 6 in a row. They could start out 9 and no, we're not doing that anymore. We're gonna just not recency bias, but we're just the Ravens had a different season last year. There were a lot of crucial fumbles or interceptions that were timely in some of the losses. Lamar Jackson was injured for a couple weeks, and then their record kind of plummeted from that point. But like you look at the rest of the North, I bet the Bengals feel the same way in certain aspects. But in this, I want to give my thoughts and reactions to the 2026 schedule and kind of give my win loss predictions. Like, easy, I think they could start 2-0, beating the Saints and beating the Colts because personally, I think they're better than both of these squads. Now, them winning over 13 games, 14 games, we will just have to see. I mean, I think when it comes to, new coach and all that, I don't know. I don't know if we've ever seen a first year, second year, third year head coach come out and win 15 plus games recently, as of recent. Even with the Seahawks, gosh, Seahawks only won like 14 games this year, 13 games this year. So, and that was his second year. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's a new era. Harbaugh's not there anymore. Let's just see how Jackson, Henry, and all of them mesh with the new head coach. We will see. But the Cowboys, it's an easy like. Do I think they could realistically start 6-0? Yes, obviously. But I thought the same thing last year, and like they lost to the Bills, they lost to the Lions. There were a couple losses at the beginning of the season that tainted the remainder of the schedule. One of these, and it's probably going to be one of these road games, like for example, this one against the Browns, I could see this easily be a loss here, where it's like, whoops, we weren't supposed to lose that one. I'm going to put it here with the Falcons, but I do think they could beat the Browns. I'll have them sweeping the Browns. I don't think the Browns can split 1-1 with the Ravens. And now that I said that, whoops, sorry I jinxed you. At home against Cincinnati, yes. On the road against Cincinnati on New Year's Eve. No, I'll have the Bengals because Bengals will probably be pushing for the playoffs, the sixth seed or the seventh seed at that point. So I'll give them the win down there. Now at Buffalo, this is a huge game, but probably not. Just gonna say probably not here because at the same time too, they start 6-0, then 7-0. There's a chance to go 8-0 against the Bills, who will probably be sitting around the 5-2, 6-1 rank. Kind of same idea. Okay, here's the one seed, in the East. Here's the one seed in the North. Both of them are fighting. Winner probably gets the one seed overall in the AFC or the two seed, depending on where the Chiefs or the Broncos are at the time. This has all the makings of one team not showing up, and so I'll pick the Bills safe right here. Jags. I'll take the Jags. All right. Take the W for the Ravens against the Jags. My bad. Chargers probably win here. Chargers schedule, it's looking a little rough. All right. Now, to this point here, we see a lot of wins. So I got 3, 4, 5, 6. We're sitting at 6-3. That has all the makings of one of these to be a loss because, again, not going to say and rattle off here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins in a row, 7 wins in a row. There's going to be a couple losses. Panthers could have a bounce back year and continue on the trajectory of how they're going too. Like they seem pretty poised. They could win the South this year. And then for the Texans, this is a tough one. Ooh, I don't think I don't. You know what? Let's do. I don't like this. I do not like this at all because the way this is slated, I don't see them winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 games in a row. There's no way. So one of these is going to be a loss here. I'll have a quick one here. I'll say they probably lose to the Steelers. I'll have them beating the Browns. That one's pretty easy. Now, ooh, You know what? Let's have a Buccaneers masterclass here. Let's have the Bucks come into town, get a little bit of an upset, and then wherever Houston's sitting in the South, we could have an upset for the Ravens, and then after that loss, Houston could drop, and maybe the Colts could take over the top position in the South, maybe the Jags in that division with overall record. But I like this. I like how this is sitting here. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're sitting at 8 and 7. Well, what the? Am I skipping? Did I skip one? One, two. Oh, they're 9. Oh, my bad. My bad. Hello, I cannot count. Sitting at 9 and 7. Now, with the Steelers, they have 2 games in 3 weeks. To me, this has all the makings of 3 games in 5 weeks, where like they play them here, 2 weeks later they play them again, and then we end up, winner of this will definitely win the North, and then guess what? Winner of this gets to host the team next time around for wild card. And to this point too, I would say the North, their division winner could possibly be the 4th seed. I could see winner of the West is probably going to be the 1 seed. Winner of the East is probably going to be the 2 seed or the 3 seed. But I don't think the Ravens or the Steelers will have a good enough overall record to be the 2 seed. And so we could probably have a situation where, yeah, they're like with the South and the North, their records are tied from the standpoint of the winner either having 11 wins or 10 wins. And so they're both kind of tied. And so it's like a quick 3-4 instead of, you look at the Broncos or you look at the Chiefs, whoever wins the West, they'll probably have 3 or 4 more wins on hand over whoever wins the North, like the Steelers. Like, let's say it's the Steelers. Are the Steelers going to show up and win 14 games? No, they're not. But can the Chiefs or can the Broncos show up and win 14 games? Yes. And so with this 3 games in 5 weeks, I'll have the Steelers winning this one. Then we have a rematch. This is in Baltimore. A little bit of revenge after the missed kick. This will decide who wins the North. I'll have the Ravens win in the North, and then they'll meet up again with the Steelers in the wild card. Probably the Ravens move on and then go play probably Kansas City if the seating's the right way how I'm thinking about it. But yeah, look at that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 and 7. 10 and 7. Maybe I could see them probably capping out at 12 wins, and wins that are on the table that are definitely there. They're one of these two, because I definitely think they could beat Dallas or Atlanta. But again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To have the Ravens starting 6-0, or through the slate right here, in early November before the bye week, having them win 4 in a row and then coming back and beating Tampa Bay before this division gauntlet of 4 games. It's easy to pick and say, yeah, they can probably go 2-2 through this, because again, like the Ravens, sometimes the Steelers have their number, sometimes they don't. Same with the Bengals. So 10 and 7 seems pretty safe. But would love to see 13 plus wins, 14 plus wins, have them get back on track to what they were back in 2023. That would be so sick. But I'm going to try to keep it realistic here. Maybe 10 wins, maybe 11 wins. But guys, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. How many wins are the Ravens getting? We're going to see what it's like under the first year with a new head coach. I think the Ravens are definitely poised to have a bounce back year and get into the postseason. Ravens against the Patriots, I could see the Ravens winning. Ravens against the Chargers, I could see the Ravens winning. Only trouble for the Ravens if they get in the postseason. Teams that I'm a little, hey, watch out for that. Just with the seedings and who they're playing. If they're playing Kansas City, if they're playing the Broncos, if they're playing the Bills, those are some teams, as of late where it's like, hey, let's watch out a little bit. A road like Patriots, host the Ravens in the divisional round, be a little bit worried about that. But like if the Texans are the 4 seed and the Ravens end up being the 5th seed, and like we have one of those 4-5 matchups, I can see the Ravens winning that one. But guys, enough of me rambling. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. How many wins are the Ravens getting? And I'll see you in the next one.